Hi. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. It's Friday. Time for another edition from the Frank Beck Chevrolet Studio Annex. Time for another edition of Time Out Overtime on the Time Out Overtime YouTube channel. I'm Rick Arsholt. If you haven't done so yet, you know the drill. Please, before we do anything else, get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. You'll never know how thankful I am to you for doing so. As I said, it's Memorial Day holiday weekend, and this is supposed to be the springboard opening weekend for another great summer. But just one problem: it doesn't feel that way right now. I don't know when the last time we even made 60 degrees. Here it is, Memorial Day weekend. You get up in the morning and the furnace is still running yet. I was supposed to have my air conditioning serviced today, but I had to call and cancel and reschedule that because before they can work on it, it has to be at least 60 degrees. It hadn't been anywhere near that. This is just plain nuts. We can only hope that sooner or later it gets up to the mid 70s or low 80s and stays that way. But for right now, this is very frustrating. Just plain nuts. Doesn't make any sense at all. Short show, 10, 12 minutes. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time and get everybody out on their holiday weekend. Whatever we don't get into now, we can always discuss tomorrow morning on the Time Out with Andy and Jed. So before we do anything, let's get the commercials out of the way. 0% financing is back. Yes, indeed it is. 0% financing is back at Frank Beck Chevrolet through the end of this month. Through the end of May, you get 0% for 48 months on 5.3 liter or Turbo Max Chevrolet Silverados, plus an additional $3,500 in total cash allowance. Now, the all-new Equinox is available at 2.9% financing with no payments for with no payments for the first 90 days, or 1.9% financing on 2025 Blazers. Also, you can check out their great selection of pre-owned vehicles, all priced to move. And, if you're planning on driving on vacation this summer, get in there and let the pros in the service department double check your vehicle and make sure you're ready to go and good for the road. That's great advice. Planning a trip out on the road, wherever it is you're going, get in there, let them check everything out, make sure everything is good to go, you're okay, so you don't have any problems when you're out on the road. That's a great suggestion. Great idea. Frank Beck Chevrolet and M99 between Hillsdale and Jonesville, or on the web at frankbeckchevy.com. You get in there and let them help you experience the Frank Beck difference. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. Chevy Drive, Southern Michigan. And Frank Beck Chevrolet is indeed the number one Chevrolet dealer in our tri-state area. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance, barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams in downtown Jonesville on the corner of M99 and US 12, 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance. That's barrettins.com on the corner of M99 and US 12 in downtown Jonesville. 517-849-1000. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Quickly, NBA, NHL playoffs. And we'll do a little bit Tigers, a little bit Lions, and then that's going to be it for the weekend. In the NBA, it's almost a must-win for the Knicks tonight against the Pacers in Madison Square Garden. They don't want to go down to them 2-0 with the next 2 games in Indianapolis. Anyway, tonight at 8 o'clock, Knicks and Pacers, pretty much a must-win for the Knicks. I think the third game will be on Sunday night at 8. It will be. Anyway, they're playing tonight at 8 o'clock. Last night, the Thunder, OKC, went 2-0 up on the T-Wolves with a 118-113 win as they head back to Minneapolis for Game 3. They're up 2-0 now. I still think that's going to be a competitive series. We'll see what happens in Minneapolis in Game 3. But right now, the OKC is up 2 games to none in that. Over in the NHL, Oilers and Stars play again in Dallas tonight at 8 o'clock. And Dallas is already up in that series 1 game to none. So the Oilers will try to even that series tonight at a game apiece. And then tomorrow, Carolina is at Florida, and the Panthers are already up 2 games to none in that series. So it's looking more and more like the Florida Panthers are once again going to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. We will see what we will see. A couple other sport notes I wanted to get out of the way too. In the NFL league meetings this past week, as you know, the Lions dropped their suggestion to reseed in the playoffs because it just didn't have any legs. They pretty much said, we'll forget about that this year. However, the tush push will stay. Tush push will stay. That just didn't have enough votes to be voted down. Eagles owner Eagles owner. Who's the Eagles owner? Anyway, the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, Jeff Lurie, the owner, gave up almost a 1-hour speech trying to convince the other owners as to why they should keep it in. And he also brought in Jason Kelsey to put in a good word for it. By the way, the Lions were one of the teams that voted to keep it. The Bears and the Packers did not want to keep it. They voted it down. It simply didn't have enough votes to go through. So the tush push remains in the NFL, at least for 1 more year anyway. Sad note, Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay has passed away at the age of 65. There is no known cause. The statement came out and said that he died peacefully in his sleep. That's about all there was to it. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. And what we're going to say about also on the Lions. OTAs are going on right now. And Lions made several players available to the media yesterday. One of them was Aiden Hutchinson, who proclaimed that he was good to go, although we still won't see him until September 7th. He says he's good to go. He's been cleared for full activity. That's great news if you're a Lion fan. But again, we're not going to see him until they go to Lambeau on September the 7th. Let's hope he hits the ground running. But Aiden Hutchinson come out yesterday saying he's good to go, and that's great news. I have no doubt if he hadn't gotten hurt last year, what he did on October the 13th, he already had 7.5 sacks. I have no doubt he would have gotten 20 sacks, at least 20 sacks last year. And when was the last time anyone had 20 sacks in the NFL? I think it was T.J. Watt back in 2021 had 22 that year. In fact, the Steelers led the NFL in sacks that season. So anyway, if Hutch is healthy and he can hit the ground running, he'll be a candidate for might even be an MVP candidate. Certainly a defensive player of the year. Sky's the limit. And it's great to have him back. He felt bad about missing so much time and that he was not part of the Lions' run to 15-2. But Hutch, welcome back, man. It's good to have you back. Quick word for Tim Lilly, Lendley, Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Walter Street, just across the street from Fat Shack's Automotive. Get in there and see him for all your technical needs, issues, sales, service, whatever it is, anything involving technology. This is the only person to see around here. Tim Lilly or one of his very capable staff members over there. 517-610-5372. Anything at all. Computers, new or used. Maybe your flat screen TV mounting, programming setup. Perhaps you're changing internet providers. You need that installed. Printers, new or used. Anything at all. Get in there and see them, would you please? That's the only place to go around here. It really is. Again, 517-610-5372, or better yet, get in there and see them. 37 Walter Street, across from Fat Jack's Automotive. Tell them me and Mickey sent you. Thank you very much. Tigers and Guardians. Tigers lost game one of the four-game Memorial Day weekend series last night, 7-0. It was a strange line score. Very strange line score last night. Cleveland, 7 runs on what? 5 hits. Tigers, no runs on 6 hits. The Tigers actually out-hit them last night. As someone who follows the Cleveland Guardians quite closely, I'm telling you right now, Tanner Bybee, folks, as good as he looked last night, is not this good. I don't know if they injected something into him last night or what he had to eat before the game, but he was unhittable last night. And I'll be anxious to see what he does at his next start. I really will, because I don't think he's that good. Anyway. Jackson Jobe going tonight, opposed by Slade Ciccone for the Guardians. Ciccone is 0-1 with an ERA of 5.40. He'll be making just his second start of the year. Jobe is 4-0 with an ERA of 4.12. Be making his ninth start. The Tigers are undefeated. Undefeated in his previous 8 starts. The Tigers are undefeated. Let's hope he can make that 9 straight starts for the night. Here are your lineups. There's good news in the lineup because Kerry Carpenter will lead off in right field, batting second. He's DHing tonight, Gleyber Torres, so he had to leave the game last night with some lower leg discomfort. He's back in the lineup tonight. That's great news. Cole Keith batting third, then at second base. Dylan Dingler catching and batting cleanup. When was the last time, not just the Tigers, but any team had their catcher hitting cleanup? You have to go back to the Reds, Cincinnati Reds of the mid-'80s, and Johnny Bench. Dylan Dingler catching tonight and batting cleanup. hitting fifth at first base, Spencer Torkelson. Batting sixth is shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Hitting seventh, third baseman, Andy Ibanez. Batting eighth in left field, Akil Baddoo. And batting ninth in center field, Javier Baez. That's going to be about it. Don't forget, too, the game tomorrow night starts at about 7:10, so we're 7:15. And it looks like it's a nationally televised game on the Fox network. Locally here, I think that would be Fox 47, unless it's blacked out. I'm assuming it's going to be on. We won't really know until game time whether it's on or not. There's also an alternate game being played. So it's one of those 2 games. Let's hope it's the Tigers and Guardians, because I don't think it will be. Well, if it's on Fox, it's not going to be on FanDuel. So one would think it'll be on Fox 47 tomorrow night. So that's going to do it. I've talked enough. I think I've got you caught up on everything you need to know. Don't forget tomorrow morning, maybe we'll talk about some of this with Andy and Jed on the Time Out Show from 9 to 10 here locally at WCSR on the 92.1 FM. I'll talk to you all again on Monday, Memorial Day. So until then, have a great weekend. Let's hope it warms up. Remember, please treat each other with respect. Once again, thanks so much for watching and listening. I can't thank you enough. And as I said, have yourselves a great, safe weekend, and don't worry, it's got to warm up eventually. So until Monday, again, thanks for watching. Have a good evening, great weekend, and go Tigers. So long.